What's going on, guys? My name is Emilio. Here is the highly requested video. So I'm just gonna go through these real quick because honestly you can find a review for all of these somewhere. So I'm not gonna take a long time, but anyway, so I am using the Temple Audio Solo 18, I think it's what it's called. So the cool thing is you can put a attachment here, which it's called a hi-fi mod, and from here you can go AC out, so it makes it so easy. Just plug in and then it powers up all your pedals. On the other side I have another mod 2/4 inches in, and that goes straight to my volume pedal, which I have the Dunlop Volume X Mini. From there I go to my Killy compressor, and then to my Pog. From the Pog I like going high gain to low gain so I can just boost it as I go. So from the Pog I go to my Black Rat, which is Amazon pedal you can get for super cheap somewhere. From there I go to my JHS Kill, probably my favorite pedal ever, into the Morning Glory, another beautiful pedal. Yeah, so then from there I go straight to the Stomp, which we will talk about here in a second. But from here I run all my amps, wet effects, stereo outs, and I also have this rock stock, I think that's what it's called, remote, which I used to switch my presets with. Someone had asked, what are good analog pedals to use with your Stomp, and I would say any analog pedals. These are the ones that I've always liked and loved, so honestly just pick out what you like and love and then run it like you would straight into an amp, and yep, you should be fine with that. So alright, let's talk about the Stomp. So the way I have it set up is I have this little remote here, which takes me setting 1, 2, 3, and then back to 1. And the way I have it going is this first one is kind of a drier-ish setting. So, second one, it's real big and worshipy, I guess you could say, which is very ambient. And then a 6/8 delay. Let's hear the amp real quick. So we're gonna go over to HX Edit right here. I'm gonna turn off all the wet effects. This is amp only. So I'm using a divided by duo, and these are the settings. So if you wanna copy that, you certainly can. The reason why I use this is because it has a Fender and a Vox drive on it. So I like having the two separate flavors, and it just sounds great. So this is what it sounds like. So you got your bass. You also got some highs. I could cut the cut a little bit more if I really wanted to, but I find that that's a sweet spot, especially if you're starting to drive it up a little bit more. So then after that I run an EQ, which honestly I haven't used it in forever. I should just get rid of it. But for my IRs I have the Tone Factor AZ30 panned all the way left, and then I have a Princeton by Tone Factor again all the way right. So you get your Vox and your Fender left and right, so it sounds nice and big. So let's say I put on a little bit of drive. There's just so much clarity, and yeah, it sounds incredible to my ear, at least. Yeah, so in this drier setting I have just, you'll see I have the same delays. So I have a ping pong delay here, which those are the settings if you want them. And then I stack another one on top of it, which I'll show you in a second. And for my dry settings, I have just a room reverb with a very low mix, so around like 25-ish. yeah, so this is what it sounds like if it's my dry delay. I mean, reverb. So just a little bit. See, there's not a lot. Cool, so then this is the fun one. So this worship one, sorry, my friend is back there, I don't know if you can hear him. So see, I have the two delays turned on, and like I said, they're the same thing, just stacked, and then the second one has a little bit more of a mix, and it has more hang time, really. But this is what it sounds like for my worship tone. So let's say I'm doing without that second delay, so. So if I turn on that second delay, which I have it routed to this guy here, and I do some sort of ambient stuff, I don't know. I have this guy turned on most of the time, so this is what it would sound like. Yeah, so it's the Glitz reverb, and then you can copy all the settings, go for it. Notice how the mix is really not that high. You don't need that much reverb, really, ever, honestly. And then the pre-delay is very high, so you hit it and it takes a second to come in, so it sounds kind of like this. So there's like a very small delay before it comes in. And then at the end of my chain, I have a reverb called the particle reverb. It's under the legacy section. So if you go all the way down, you'll find it. This is what it sounds like, just the legacy. That's nice. So if I'm doing like a big lead, not big lead, this is kind of like an intro type lead, you know. We'll do I Speak Jesus again, so. So that's cool. So let's say we're, you know, big setting, whatever. I turn on my kill and I really want to stick out. I'll do something like this. Cool. So that's what this guy looks like, and then of course my I call it my 6/8 delay. So if we're doing, for example, Trust in God. So that's kind of what it sounds like. And yeah, so that's a stomp.